The impact of Western civilization 100 years ago caused a drastic and imperative adjustment in the economic life of the Maori people.
Every day you hustle, me and my crew, we got muscle. Yes, I do illegal things cause I'm sick of this struggle. I just can't keep out of trouble. And the world survival. Gonna keep that good heavy to the down with life. But that's a long time coming, so we'll keep.
Would you rather me climb through your window at inappropriate times of the night? Or would you rather me come up to you in the full daylight and ask you for a window wash? You can give me $5 or $500 if you want. It's better than taking a video in DVD, isn't it? My name's Starfish. I'm a Taranaki Maori. I'm Ngā Ruahine. Titoko Wari. He pōngora hui kauira karapa katakete kawana peru keiriri mo. Aware, korowe.
Window washing is pulling me up. It's therapeutic.
If you follow over the next few months, you'll see me recreate. We're all one family!
Caused a drastic and imperative adjustment in the economic life of the Maori people.
Let me talk about the oppressors of this land. Not much of a politician, I'm close to a noble man. So, have you walked his shoes? Have you talked his words? Have you seen what he's seen? Have you heard what he's heard?
I'm amazing. I am amazing. Hey, I'm amazing.
To the down with lotto, but that's a long time coming, so I'm gonna keep on running. Chase that paper, bullet, cape, but dodge a gum, suit bullet. You can taste my flavor, you know there ain't no favors. Break a promise and I'm on it, only God can save ya.
Mother heard them singing when they should be asleep. Same two words are ringing round and round the back seat. They said, wandering stock.
I wouldn't exactly call it a pilgrimage.
You gotta move on, you just can't stop.
It used to drive me crazy that my father always did everything the hardest way possible. His idea of fun is raising goats and making arrowheads. So why am I doing this? Maybe he would understand better than I do. Maybe to learn that people in beat-up cars offer more rides. Maybe to learn that soap, clean clothes, and shaving don't really matter as much as I thought they did. Maybe to learn how much a toothbrush weighs after 30 kilometers.
Wandering stock, the road is your home.
Amber and I have worked out a good system whereby we both fit in this sleeping bag.
And Amber's not worried about hygiene or anything?
Of course not. The only thing is she farts. It's awesome. If you don't stay in backpackers, it might be a week before you have a shower. So it's been about a week since I've had a shower.
All my Maori relations and all my mates are there. Hey, Bears, who you got? I said, tourists. You liar. They're not tourists. Well, by the end of the night, they took these guys to the party. 2 o'clock in the morning, we left the party. These guys, they came back, they spewed all over the floor. They were that drunk. I kicked them in the morning. They got up, and I let my dog off. He was a big guard dog. He came in, and I said, eat. And the dog ate the spew right in front of them. So they run out the door and spewed again. Washed them all up, took them down the creek and washed them all up. They come back and they said to me, this is the best time we've had in our 3 months staying in New Zealand. 2 of them nearly cried when they left to go.
When you die, your spirit goes on a hikoi. They travel up the island and it journeys back to where it came from, which is Hawaii, which is in the Pacific.
The ancestral homeland.
Down where Cape Reinga is, down by the lighthouse, there's a tree, and our people go into the water and back to Hawaii, their spirits, back to the ancestors.
And I hope when you go up there and see it, you'll understand what I'm talking about.
The best thing about having a beard was when I was about 16 years old, my friends used to send me down to the local liquor shop to get some liquor, and because all of them looked 16 or 15, nobody bothered to ask me for any ID.
When I go to get my driving test, you know. I mean, it's quite a serious thing, you know, for me, you know. And I cut all my big tidy, you know, wearing tie jackets to go to get my driving test. And the driving instructor came in and he's big beard. So I think there's no point, you know, actually to cut it. So I since that, you know, I just, you know, be myself, you know.
People who don't like Muslims or like the look of, you know, because I dress like this, I appear like this. So they must have, here's a Muslim fundamentalist, right? Let's go and do something about it. I mean, I can't say now who did this, right? There must be some local guy who obviously must be a Christian, probably not practicing as a Christian, so I can't call him this a Christian terrorist, right? But I feel sorry for the person who did it. In fact, I prayed for him, that God give him guidance, you know. I'm inviting him to, you know, he doesn't have to come and tell me who he is, just that he heard about me or something. Come and have a cup of tea with me, you know.
I like to call myself a retail assassin, which is I kill retail prices. I like the term junk shop. That suits me fine. Like a second-hand shop, but not as clean. It's like going to a smorgasbord restaurant and someone else is paying. You know, you just gorge yourself on whatever you can get, you know, and you just go back for seconds and thirds, you know. You just can't help yourself. You're just a glutton, a pig. Well, see, I'm a trash pig, and I just gorge myself on as much as I can get. It's never enough.
What was the best thing to eat that you got off the curb?
Probably, I got about 17 Ernest Adams iced fruit cakes. Gave a couple to my neighbours, and I was a member of this association. When it was my turn to provide the tea and coffee and the biscuits, I brought along 3 of these Ernest Adams fruitcakes, and everyone just wolfed it down in a matter of minutes. I didn't tell them where it came from, but none of them died.